Hello everybody and welcome to 10 and 10. We're live inside the man cave. I'm your host, Ryan Anderson. We're going to cover 10 topics in sports going from everywhere from Major League Baseball, NBA, NFL, NCAA, you name it, you got it. Now here we go. Number one topic, huge weekend in college football this week. We already had it started with gangbusters. Last night, down in Eugene, Oregon, Arizona pulled the upset as Arizona takes care of number 2, Oregon. Oh, it's going to shake up the polls, baby. We still got a big weekend left. Look, check this out. This is the schedule in the Southeast and beyond this week. All right, number 6, Texas A&M going down to Starkville, Mississippi to take on number 12, Mississippi State. Now, this is the first time that Dan Mullen has had his team this prepared since he's taken over the job. So we're going to see if Kenny Trill and the Texas A&M Aggies are going to be able to do the thing, or is Mississippi State for real? All right, next game. Number 14, Stanford against number 9, Notre Dame. I'm going to see touchdown Jesus. At least that's what the Stanford people are saying. Look, this is a traditional game. Notre Dame plays Stanford year in, year out. Everybody knows they make their own schedule. But this is a pivotal game for Notre Dame so they can possibly get into the college football playoff and lost the game, but we're going to see. All right, the local interest game of the week as we're from Olive Branch, Mississippi. Number 3, Alabama going down to the Grove to play number 11, Ole Miss. Now, going back to the previous one where Mississippi State's ranked number 12, this is the first time that I can remember that both Ole Miss and Mississippi State were both ranked in the top 15. Now, they got playing a really good Alabama team that's really has their heart set on being in Atlanta in December for the SEC championship game. Is Mississippi for real, or is Alabama just a traditionally strong team? Saban's going to have those boys ready. Hotty-toddy, gosh almighty. All right, number 4, Oklahoma. Number 25, TCU. Big 12 game. We're going to see what happens. Oklahoma right now is in the college playoff. We're going to see how they finish. They got a long way to go, and it looks like a short time to get there. Number 15, LSU against number 5, Auburn. Going down to the Plains, the Bengal Tigers of LSU going to see the Auburn Tigers. War Eagle, baby, that's what they say. But check this out. Auburn has really not impressed me personally. I think that they're a good team, they're a solid team, but they're not the team that ended up in the national championship game from last year. You're missing a good running back. Your weaknesses will show later on. LSU, you've already lost it, dog. It's already over. As strong as the SEC West is, you're on the outside looking in already. Number 19, Nebraska against number 10, Michigan State. Now, Michigan State has already lost the game already this year, but they're a strong team in the Big Ten. Big Ten matchup. All right. Before last night's game with Arizona versus Oregon down in Eugene, these were the Dr. Old School power rankings for this week coming in. At number 1 was Oregon. Number 2 is Alabama. Number 3, Florida State. Number 4, Oklahoma. Number 5, Texas A&M. Number 6, Auburn. Number 7, Baylor. Number 8, Notre Dame. Number 9, UCLA. And my 10th team in the Dr. Old School power rankings is number 10, Mississippi State. All right, everybody, subject number 2. We're going to talk about what happened down in Michigan last week. The quarterback takes a bad hit, has concussion symptoms, staggers around, but has to go and play the next play. Listen, Brady Hoke, who's the head coach down there at Michigan, is under fire. One reason, that was a bad situation. You don't look good there. 2, your team is not doing real well this year, Brady. So you're going to probably end up losing your job and they're going to bring somebody else in. Now all of a sudden everybody's up in arms about it and they're going to implement a player safety program for Michigan. Hey Michigan, check this out. You're behind. In modern day college football, this is supposed to happen a long time ago. Mack Brown, a former NCAA head coach at both North Carolina and Texas, came out and said when he was at North Carolina and at Texas, he said he had staff dedicated to just such an occasion. Michigan, catch up. All right, everybody, subject number 3. We're going to go to a sport that's really not near and dear to my heart, but it's so-called American pastime, Major League Baseball. The playoffs have started. Teams are in. They even got a new wild card format, one game going on to the playoffs going on. Look, this is the team I'm really going to watch for. Kansas City in the playoffs since 1985. What was I doing in 85? I don't know what I was doing in 85. Hey, check this out. A real up-and-coming team that I'm looking forward to seeing, the Pittsburgh Pirates. They made it to the divisional round. I want to see what they're going to do. Hey, check this out. This is the first time since 1993, ladies and gentlemen, no Yankees, no Red Sox. So I got a question for y'all. Hit me up on Twitter at Dr. Old School. Who are you going to root for in this year's MLB playoffs? All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is number 4, the number 4 topic. Since we were just talking about Major League Baseball, I would be doing a very big injustice, a very big disservice if I didn't talk about Derek Jeter. Listen, when Derek Jeter first came into the league, I was in high school, and I remember this guy making plays all over the field at shortstop. Matter of fact, when him and A-Rod were both in their prime, they were both on SportsCenter highlights all the time. 6-4-3 double play is what Dan Patrick used to call it. But look, the guy went 20 years in the MLB, never had a contract dispute, never heard of any type of domestic violence. I'm going to tell you something about Derek Jeter and him being a New York Yankee, and Frank Sinatra, who can rest in peace, will really appreciate it. He did it the right way. He did it the right way. More and more people should look at Derek Jeter right now as one of the best role models of how you would want any athlete to be. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is subject number 5. We're going to switch gears and go to the NBA. Hey, we got a lot of things to cover. NBA training camps have just kicked off. A lot of things going on. Hey, we got the New Look Cavaliers up in Cleveland. We got a thing going on at Lakers training camp. Kobe is back, and now young Nick Young, a.k.a. Swaggy P, thinks he's going to take the king for right now, but I think Kobe is going to have something for him. Now you got a debate on who is better. Who would you rather have right now, Kobe or Derrick Rose? Hey, after the FIBA Championships, the World Cup of basketball, I would think right now that D. Rose has an edge. He's younger, and even after he missed 2 seasons, he still seems to have a step on Kobe. Hey, right now, the Grizzlies, my team, as you can see right there, get a shot of that cameraman, all that over there. You see all that right there? All right, bring it back in. All right. My team, the Grizzlies, who've acquired Vince Carter, looking good in training camp. We even put Michael Beasley, a former number 2 pick, on the training camp roster. We're going to see what happens then. But hey, just keep an eye on the NBA. All right, number 6 subject. About the time to get on my Ryan Anderson, a.k.a. Dr. Old School soapbox. This is a question I'm going to pose to the fans. All right, you can answer it on Twitter at Dr. Old School, DROLSKOOL. I'm going to go ahead and answer it. Give me your opinion as well. Here's the question. Now that the Ray Rice situation is behind us, does it seem like when more and more athletes come out that it seems to be a witch hunt? Hey, look, check this out. I'm for punishing people that have been charged by the police for domestic violence. You should never in any circumstances hit a woman. But look, there's a situation in Dallas where one of their players has got accused of a domestic violence. Hadn't even been charged by the police. But there seems to be, because of the 24-hour news cycle, and because this has been in the news so much, Seems to be a witch hunt for this guy to be taken off the field. Hey, if he gets charged, by all means, put him on the exempt list, take him off, whatever you need to do, Dallas. But hey, don't get anybody falsely accused. All right, ladies and gentlemen, sitting here at number 7, going all the way to heaven. Check this out. Still on my soapbox. Here's the question. Don't forget to hit me up on Twitter at Dr. Old School, Dr_OLSKOOL. All right, since Reggie Bush had to vacate his Heisman a few years back, do you think we're looking at college athletes, especially the Heisman winners, a little more closely? I have got to say yes. Look at the mess that Jameis Winston has made for himself. If he would have come up runner-up in the Heisman, I don't know if any of this stuff would have come out about him. Yes, he was accused of sexual assault before he won the Heisman Trophy. But look, after he won the Heisman Trophy, he goes into a grocery store, steals crab legs. Then 2 weeks ago, everybody knows he didn't play against Clemson because of something he said in public on campus. Hey, check this out. Think about this. Johnny Manziel, Johnny Football, he goes and decides to party, him and his coach, with Rick Ross. How do I know that? 24-hour news cycle. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give these guys a break. They're amateurs, they're still kids. Let them have their college experience. If they commit a crime, that's understandable. But let's not just follow them everywhere to see what they do. All right, number 8 topic, here we go. I saved this one going back to college football because this one's near and dear to my heart. Number 13, Georgia, going to play Vanderbilt. They're playing in Athens, between the hedges. It's homecoming in Athens, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, a lot of people say, well, it's just Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt has played Georgia very, very tough in the past few years. Look, Georgia needs to come out and break this team's will. We need to have another game similar to the Troy game where we run the score up and show the nation that yes, we are leading in the SEC East and we deserve to be leading in the SEC East. Todd Gurley, Superman, come out and change. Do your thing, man. Hey, Justin Scott Wesley will be back for you, Hudson Mason, and so will Malcolm Mitchell. Georgia, let's go Dogs. All right, ladies and gentlemen, number 9 topic, finally going to NFL. We've already had one game. Last night, Thursday Night Football, the Packers destroyed the Vikings 42-10. Let's check out the rest of the big games this week. Texans 3-1 against the Cowboys. The battle for Texas. Usually doesn't mean anything. This time it does. All right, the Bengals against the Patriots. The Bengals, the only undefeated team right now against the Patriots, who are a surprising 2-2 right now. All right, next game. The Cardinals against the Broncos. The Cardinals, who are also undefeated, take on Peyton Manning and the 2-1 Denver Broncos. Hopefully Peyton Manning can go ahead and shake off what happened in Seattle and take care of business. The Baltimore Ravens go to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. 3-1 Ravens against 2-2 Colts. This was like a good game. It could go either way. Don't let the records fool you. And finally, my other game, the 2-2 Chiefs and the 2-2 San Francisco 49ers. Don't let the records fool you. These are professionals, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, have a good time watching football this Sunday. All right, ladies and gentlemen, number 10 topic, real simple. Follow me on Twitter at Dr. Old School. That's Dr_OLSKOOL. And follow the whole Roma Elite staff at the Facebook page Roma Elite Sports Network.